Union government on Tuesday told Supreme Court that Aligarh Muslim University, established on the lines of Banaras Hindu University, has a national character and cannot be termed as an institution of any religion or religious denomination. In written submissions made through the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who has described the dispute as national interest versus sectional interest, Center argued that the Supreme Court in its 1967 judgment had correctly decided that a university cannot demand minority institution status. AMU is not and cannot be a university of any particular religion or religious denomination, as any university which is declared by the constitutions to be of national importance by definition cannot be minority institution, Center said, placing its arguments before a bench of Justice J. D.Y. Chandrachud. Terming the center's assertions as an attempt to push under the carpet the historical mournings of AMU, senior advocate said it was Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College which was transformed into AMU, which the painstaking efforts of Muslim community which donated to create a fund of rupees 30 lakh, leading to establishment of AMU in 1920. Giving a boost to Indo-UAE relations ahead of the vibrant Gujarat Global Summit, PM Narendra Modi on Tuesday held a bilateral meeting with visiting President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan here, where several MOUs were signed. The UAE President is the chief guest of the 10th edition of the summit, which will be inaugurated by PM Modi at Mahatma Gandhi Convention Center in Gandhinagar on Wednesday. An MOU was signed between the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy and UAE's Ministry of Investment on investment cooperation in renewable energy sectors. Other MOUs inked were related to cooperation in innovative healthcare projects, food park development, and on creating sustainable, green, and efficient ports. Before the talks, Modi received the UAE President and ruler of Abu Dhabi at Ahmedabad airport, and the two leaders participated in a roadshow. France saw its youngest ever PM and first openly gay one named on Tuesday as President Emmanuel Macron seeks a fresh start for the rest of his term amid growing political pressure from the far right. The appointment of Gabriel Attal, 34, a popular and media-savvy rising star of French politics, signals a desire by Macron to move beyond divisive reforms and improve his centrist party's chances in European Parliament elections in June. Attal's procedure Elizabeth Bond resigned Monday following turmoil over an immigration law that strengthens the government's ability to deport foreigners. Macron will work with Attal to name a new government soon, though some key ministers are expected to stay on. Congress is learned to have contested Shiv Sena claim to 23 of 48 Lok Sabha seats in Maharashtra and called it an unrealistic ask in light of the vertical split in the party, a charge that was countered by Sena leaders who asserted that the party's vote bank remained intact. NCP, the third pole in the anti-BJP grouping, did not voice any specific demand in the meeting other than to ask for the inclusion of Prakash Ambedkar's Vanchit Bahujan Angadi in the India bloc. Hard negotiations are likely in the next round for seat-sharing dialogues, where the India partners are expected to climb down from their maximalist positions. Eyeing 26 seats, Congress is positioning itself as the most important player in the alliance since it remains intact, unlike its Maharashtra allies Sena and NCP. The chill deepened in the capital on another sunless day, with the maximum temperature at Safdarjung dipping 4 degrees from the previous day to settle at 13 degrees Celsius, making Tuesday the third cold day of the month. Significantly, extreme daylight chill was seen uniformly across Delhi and its neighboring cities, with severe cold day and 2 cold day conditions recorded at all 10 functional city stations and those at Gurgaon, Ghaziabad and Noida. The highest maximum temperature was 14 degrees at Pitampura and the lowest 12 degrees at Ghaziabad. The Met Office has issued a yellow alert for cold day conditions in part of Delhi with moderate to shallow fog on Tuesday morning. Cold day is a term for very chilly day conditions when the maximum temperature stays at least 4.5 notches below normal, provided the minimum temperature is under 10 degrees Celsius. Municipal Corporation of Delhi plans to showcase its Waste to Art project at Swachh Sarvekshan 23 award ceremony with the tagline of Delhi, the world's largest waste to art city. The awards will be held at Bharat Mandapam on January 11. So far, MCD's horticulture department has made at least 200 sculptures by utilizing more than 100 tons of scrap material and metal waste. This has been implemented in several projects in the city. While the event will be organized by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, we have been asked to share the concept and journey behind this sculpture installed in various forms at theme parks, outdoor museums and children areas to motivate others to utilize scrap and make meaningful things. We will also distribute brochure of projects and their descriptions, said an official. Among these projects are the Waste to Wonder theme park at Sarai Kalekha, which showcases the 7 wonders of the world, Bharat Darshan Park, which is inspired by the theme of Swadesh Darshan, and Shahidi Park, India's first outdoor museum park, said the official. MCD will also share descriptions of its upcoming projects that will use waste to art themes, including Phase 2 of Bharat Darshan Park in Punjabi Bagh. In this place, 17 sculptures are being prepared. At Dinosaur Park, part of Waste to Wonder Phase 2, 54 giant replicas of dinosaurs have been made using 300 tons of waste such as scrap, metals, tire and car remains. According to the official, it is the world's first waste to wildlife park where dinosaur replicas will have life-like movement. The replicas measure 9 to 65 feet in height and up to 54 feet in length. To make them look attractive, the civic body will use sound and light effect. Delhi Jal Board is reporting an increase in the levels of ammonia in the Yamuna, which is causing the Wazirabad and Chandraval water treatment plants to function at 50% and 35% capacity respectively, according to officials. An alert issued by DJB said due to high level of pollutants received in Yamuna River, Wazirabad pond water production has been curtailed 30 to 50% from WTPs of Wazirabad and Chandraval. Water supply will be available at low pressure from the evening of January 8 till the situation improves. On December 32, the board has issued a similar alert about the increasing ammonia levels in the river. From the past several days, there has been fluctuation in reverse ammonia levels that has disrupted the supply chain. The DJB official said the main reason for the rise in pollution is untreated effluents entering the river in Panipat, Haryana. Lower temperatures at night are also causing a problem as it has slowed down the chlorination process, which helps dilute the raw water taken from the river. The ammonia levels in the water are reaching 4 ppm, which is way above the treatment capacity of plants at Wazirabad, said a DJB official. He added that DJB has written to Haryana Irrigation Department earlier this month but did not get a response. According to sources, in some areas like Buradi, people have complained of nausea, but DJB officially did not confirm this. DJB is responsible for the supply of potable water in Delhi, for which it is dependent on the supply of raw water received through drains in the Yamuna, which passes through Haryana. Water treatment plants are forced to shut down when ammonia levels exceed the treatment capacity. In March last year, at a high-level meeting chaired by Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, Delhi government had decided to set up an ammonia treatment plant in Wazirabad. The CM had given instructions to complete the process within 6 months. In December, Water Minister Atishi directed Chief Minister Secretary Naresh Kumar to submit a report on the delay in setting up the ammonia treatment plant. In a letter, Atishi said that the rising ammonia levels in the Yamuna impacted almost 1/4 of the city and had become a recurring problem for residents. To provide last mile connectivity to commuters, an e-auto rickshaw will be launched at Saket, Hoj Khas and Malviya Nagar metro stations in the coming months. Delhi Metro Rail Corporation is also taking steps to extend the service to a few more stations. E-autos are already operating at Azadpur, Dwarka Sector 21, Majlis Park and Janakpuri West stations. DMRC deploys private operators to provide last mile connectivity but gives space to them to park e-autos and earmarks a dedicated pickup and drop lane. The Delhi Transport Department has allotted 2000 e-auto permits with 600 women and 1600 general to DMRC for the service. When 6 operators have been selected for permits, DMRC has recently floated fresh tenders for the remaining permits. ETO Motors Private Limited is operating 300 e-autos under the women's category at Azadpur and Majlis Park stations, while Sun Mobility Private Limited has been running 138 vehicles under the general quota in Dwarka from Dwarka Sector 21, Dwarka and Janakpuri West stations, said an DMRC official. After outsourcing driving services on the Yellow Line, Delhi Metro Rail Corporation has now decided to outsource them on the Violet, Red and Green lines as well. All the pilots will, however, be trained by DMRC, which will maintain the overall supervision of the operations. In the upcoming 3 new corridors under Phase 4, the metro operations will be driverless. At present, train operation services on Yellow Line from Samaipur Badli to Millennium City Centre Gurgaon have already been provided by an outsourced agency. However, DMRC officials said once its current outsourcing contract expires next year, the service of drivers will be again outsourced on Yellow Line. All personnel involved in driving the trains will be trained by DMRC and completely certified by DMRC beforehand. The training includes all the relevant topics related to train operations and with system specific training modules. The contract is based upon the prevailing Indian labor laws, and all the facilities as per them are ensured to the given to outsourced staff of the contractor, said a DMRC official. DMRC will maintain overall supervision of the operations. The existing DMRC staff of train operations will be deployed suitably in trains so as to provide troubleshooting, major faults handling, rescue operations and emergencies and counseling of private staff engaged in train operations, and will also be deployed on Phase 4 lines, added the official. The Archaeological Survey of India has started scientific cleaning and preservation of the red sandstone facade at Red Fort's Diwan-e-Am, or the Hall of Audience, where Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan used to listen to grievances of the general public. The work is likely to be completed by January 20, according to officials. Several dignitaries are scheduled to visit Diwan-e-Am on January 23 for the commemoration of Parakram Divas, the birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, the officials said. Superintending archaeologist Parveen Singh said, in view of the upcoming events including Parakram Divas and Republic Day, cleaning and maintenance work along with chemical conservation had begun. ASI's director told that an area of 22,000 square meter is being covered for scientific cleaning and preservation. This is special work and our target is to complete it by January 20 before the Parakram Divas celebrations, he said, adding that 60% of work has been completed so far. The area where scientific cleaning is being conducted and red sandstone pillars are conjugated arches, the work started in the last week of December, and officials said, adding that scientific cleaning was needed to remove dust that had deposited due to vehicular pollution and bird dropping over the years. For scientific cleaning, we use different organic and inorganic solvents along with water and preservatives depending on the type of accretion, said another official. According to former ASI's book, Delhi and its neighborhood, Diwan-e-Am originally had a courtyard in the front. The hall was originally ornamented with gilded work and adorned in the past by heavy curtains. It is raised on arches springing from pillars and has an impressive facade 9 opening of inrailed arches. On the rear stand a marble canopy covered by sloping Bengal roof, under which used to be the emperor's throne. The emperor received the general public at this spot to listen their complaints. A marble inlaid with precious stone stands below the throne and was used by the Prime Minister in the Emperor's for receiving the complaints and petitions. At the back of the canopy, the wall has beautiful panels with multicolored stones representing flowers and birds. These panels are said to have been executed by Austin de Bordeaux, a Florentine jeweler. On top of the central panel is the Greek god Orpheus with his lute. The panels suffered damage as one time were removed and carried the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, but were restored in 1903 at the instance of the Victory Lord Curzon. Shiv Sena on Monday moved Supreme Court taking objection to Maharashtra Assembly Speaker Rahul Narwegar meeting Chief Minister Eknath Shinde ahead of the verdict in the Sena MLA's disqualification case. The verdict will be delivered on Wednesday, January 10 as per the deadline set by Supreme Court. In its affidavit in Supreme Court, the UBT group said Narwekar had met CM Shinde twice last Sunday and in October last year, though Shinde is facing disqualification and Narwekar is acting as tribunal in the case. Narwekar responded saying the allegations were baseless, deliberate and intended to put pressure on the decision-making process. He said his verdict would be based on constitutional provisions and legislature rules and be legally sustainable. UBT Sena Chief Uddhav Thackeray said on Tuesday that Narwekar meeting Shinde was keen to judge meetings the accused. As for us, Shinde is an accused. When that was the case, Uddhav asked what result can be expected from the judge. Narwekar met Shinde at the CM's official residence on Sunday. Sources said the two met over lunch and other meeting lasted for over an hour. Before that, in October 23, a day after Supreme Court has slammed Narwekar for delaying hearings in the Sena MLA's case, he had met Shinde. Narwekar claimed that on both the occasions he met the CM to discuss issues related to his constituency Kolaba. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaia's newly appointed economic advisor Baswaraj Rai Reddy had said the implementation of the Congress government's 5 poll guarantees is imposing a huge financial burden on the exchequer and exerting significant pressure on state's economy. Rai Reddy, a former minister and now a Congress MLA, made the comments before reporters last week, but a video of interaction went viral Tuesday. He quickly clarified that he had not spoken against the policy, merely stated the financial implications as advisor to the chief minister. As much as 58 crore rupees has been earmarked for these. As an economic advisor, I am exploring possibilities of getting funds from the state and center to fund these guarantees, Rai Reddy had said last week. The state's guarantees including free power up to 200 units per month, free bus rides for women, monthly grants to women family heads and ration allowances. On Tuesday said his comments stirred controversy. Rai Reddy told that his statement has been misinterpreted. I did not speak against the guarantees as such. I intended to say that the schemes has posed a challenge before us, but we will handle it. The CM is known for his experience in handling finances and he will come up with a budget to address all the concerns, he added. The Lakshadweep administration says it has taken several steps to make a trip easier by shifting the mandatory e-permit completely online and lifting prohibition on tourists from some areas. Earlier travelers, Indian citizens including, had to pay a fee of rupees 200 in the bank and submit the deposit challan to apply for an entry permit. Now an online process ensures a permit can be issued within a day or two. Also, just how badly improved air connectivity is needed can be gauged from the fact that Alliance Air, the only Indian airline that operates to Lakshadweep, has all its Kochi flights, the only aerial route to the Lakshadweep, sold out till March. The yet to be divested and cash-strapped PSU operates at Lakshadweep. Additional DM Giri Shankar told government, in addition to expanding the existing Agati airport, is also planning a greenfield airport at Minikoi. Agati runway extension plane has been held due to the green concert. Comments were sought from Airport Authority of India on the new planes that take care of those concerned and awaited till the time of going to press. Smaller planes means lower capacity and higher fares. Bangaram is very premium island resort which used to have 32 rooms till April 23. However, now the capacity has been doubled to 64 premium rooms. Premium resorts with the modern amenities are being constructed in Suheli and Kamat Islands. The addition to the above mentioned initiatives, new tent cities are coming up in Agati and Karavati Island, Shankar said. While Lakshadweep has prohibition like Gujarat, parts of tourist areas are exempted and liquor is sold there. India and the UK on Tuesday agreed to enhance their defense industrial collaboration in areas like electric propulsion for warship, fighter jet engines, while reaffirming their expanding strategic convergence in the crucial Indo-Pacific region. A letter of arrangement was inked in between Indian DRDO and the British Defence Science and Technology Laboratory on defence R&D collaboration from the delegation level meeting between Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and his counterpart Grant Shapps in London. The ministers discussed a range of defence, security and cooperation matters with particular emphasis on enhancing defence industrial collaboration, an official said. Shapps said the India-UK relationships are not transactional, with the two countries being natural partners with many commonalities and shared goals. Singh in turn noted there was growing strategic convergence between the two countries, particularly in the Indo-Pacific, the official said. The two countries also inked an MOU on conduct of International Cadets Exchange Program. The LOA and the MOU will provide impetus on people-to-people exchanges, particularly among the youth, and the larger area of defense and collaboration between the two countries, he said. Singh, who paid tribute to Mahatma Gandhi at his statue at Tavistock Square and was presented with a ceremonial guard of honor at the Horse Guards Parade Ground, is the first Indian Defence Minister to visit UK after George Fernandes in 2002. Both countries have been taking steps to strengthen defence cooperation through joint exercises, maritime domain awareness, information exchange and defence industrial collaboration. The National Board of Examination in Medical Sciences has postponed NEET PG 24 examination scheduled for March 3 by 4 months. According to revised schedule, the exam will be now held on July 7. It is conducted at national level for postgraduate medical courses like MD, MS and PG diploma. In their fourth meeting in less than 7 months, the leaders hailed the rapidly transforming India-UAE partnership and reaffirmed their commitment to the shared prosperous future, MEA official spokesperson Ranjit Jaiswal said. On the eve of the summit, the PM also met several industry captains and CEOs from across the globe, including Micron Technology CEO Sanjay Mehrotra, along with the Professor This and This. Modi also held bilateral meetings with Timor Leste President Dr. Jose This and This, President Horta of an External Affairs Ministry spokesperson said the discussions between Modi and Horta, including development partnership in health, traditional medicine, energy, IT, fintech and capacity building. The Micron CEO discussed with PM that the company's efforts to enhance the semiconductor manufacturing ecosystem in India. During his meeting with Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayman, the PM discussed DP's words to further bolster investment in India, especially pertaining to creating sustainable green and energy efficient ports and world-class sustainable logistic infrastructure. PM welcomed Deccan University, which has set up a campus at Gujarat International Finance Tech City to collaborate with Indian universities to promote research and innovation. The PM took to social media platform to state keen CEO of this. Modi and Toshihiro Suzuki discussed Maruti Suzuki's plans to make India a strong player in the global automotive market by exporting made in India vehicles along with deploying global best practices related to vehicle scrapping and vehicle recycling in India, according to the PMO. Antony Blinken, the US Secretary of State, said Tuesday that Israel had real opportunities to strengthen ties with Arab nations as he sought to calm regional violence arising from the Israel-Hamas war and encourage Israel to alleviate Palestinian suffering in order to improve relations with its West Asian neighbors. Blinken's comments in meetings with Israeli officials on Tuesday in Tel Aviv were a reference to the earlier assertion that Saudi Arabia has other countries remained interested in eventually building normal diplomatic relations with Israel despite the destruction in Gaza and fears of a wider regional conflict. But Arab leaders insist Israel must end the Gaza war and work toward a Palestinian state, Blinken has said. I look forward to sharing with you some of what I have heard from countries around the region, Blinken said in public remarks of Israeli Katz, the foreign minister, before the start of their meeting on Tuesday morning. I know your own efforts over many years to build such better connectivity and integration in the Middle East, and I think there actually are real opportunities here. Blinken, Netanyahu, and Israeli war cabinet in the Kiryat, a military base that houses the Defense Ministry headquarters. Before flying to Israel on Monday night, Blinken told reporters in the desert oasis town of Al Ula in Saudi Arabia that Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has said to him in meeting that the Saudis still had a clear interest in trying to normalize diplomatic relations with Israel, but there were at least two conditions for that. Blinken said an end of Israel's military offensive in Gaza and Israel agreeing to take practical steps toward establishing a Palestinian state. Blinken had visited Turkey, Greece, Jordan, Qatar, and UAE and Saudi Arabia since Friday. Before October 7 attacks, the Blinken administration had been trying to arrange a long-shot agreement among the US, Saudi Arabia, and Israel. It would lead to Saudi Arabia's establishing normal ties with Israel in exchange for a US Saudi Mutual Defense Treaty, US cooperation on Saudi civil nuclear program, and approval of move arms sales from the US. Mumbai terror attack mastermind and outlawed Jamaat-ud-Dawa, the chief Hafiz Saeed, is in the custody of Pakistan, serving a 78-year imprisonment sentence as a result of a conviction in 7 terror financing cases, the UN said in updated information. In December, India had asked Pakistan to extradite Saeed, a union proscribed terrorist who is wanted by Indian probe agencies in a number of terror cases. Saeed, who was designated as a global terrorist by the UN Security Council in December 2008, is in custody of the government of Pakistan, serving a 72-year imprisonment sentence since 12 February 20. As a result of conviction in 7 terror financing cases, the Sanctions Committee said in an amended entry. LSLE led from the front as Australia beat India by 7 wickets in the deciding T20 to win the 3-match series by 2-1 at the D.Y. Patil Stadium here on Tuesday. The Aussies skipper kept well, marshalled her resources through perfection and topped it up with her 16th T20 half-century to guide Aussies for their 5th T20 series win over India and 3rd one on Indian soil. That she received able support from her bowlers, fielders and fellow batters made the going easy for her, chasing a target of 148. Haley's 38 ball of 52, which was laced with 9 fours and 1 6, and her opening wicket stand of 85 in 10 overs with Beth Moni took the game away from India in a jiffy. India's best for performing athletes of 23 were on Tuesday conferred with the National Sports Awards by President Draupadi Murmu in a ceremony where cricketer Mohammad Shami and para-archer Sheetal Devi walked into a rapturous applause at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Shuttlers Chirag Shetty and Satvik Sairaj Renki Reddy were chosen for the coveted Major Dhyanchand Khel Ratan Award for a breakout year, during which they won an Asian Games gold, a first for India in badminton, while also clinching the Asian Championship title and the Indonesia Open Super 100,000 title. The duo is currently playing in Malaysia Open Super 1000 and hence could not attend the ceremony.